told y'all I was going to give you a little bit of compa. Just, the beat that we spend the whole song waiting for to drop. Just so I don't get sued. I don't create compa music. I just enjoy and dance to it. So it's lit today. Your socials will be filled with many of set drapeaux, flags up in here. And, just a little celebratory vibe to freedom, his story being a first Black republic. I mean, the list does go on. So, check your Googles. Do some research on why Haitians celebrate said day. It's pretty cool. So to all of my Haitians out there, happy Haitian Flag Day. And what I have for you this week, besides a microphone, shout out to Blue Yeti for putting some respect on a warranty and getting their stuff out to me sooner than I thought. And I have a couple of interesting things going on. A few updates. If you're in the newsletter, you'll probably get all of the updates in the newsletter. I just dropped some merch for Creatively Exposed, and also it's an extension of a journey that I've been on, and it's called 𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴, and that is also the website 𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴.com. There's some hoodies, a mug, leggings, which I've literally been in for most of this week because it's super comfortable. My hoodie I've been living in. So check it out. Sign up for that newsletter if you're interested in doing so. And yeah, this is just another leg to a journey. I was thinking of an octopus. Lots of legs. So anyway, I have an interview that I actually did last year, and it's crazy how we connect with people on social media. And it was an eye-opening conversation, and I got way more than I could ever imagine. Learning all kinds of stuff, culture, science, also about ADHD. So it's a dope conversation with Gee Dailey. So check it out, listen in, and I'm hoping you get some gems. And to everyone who loves a Haitian, is a Haitian, knows a Haitian, we are celebrating today. So you might hear more compa than usual. Be prepared. By the way, this song is by J Beats, and it is called Oh My God. I do not own the rights to this song and all that good stuff. Enjoy the show, and don't forget that you are magic. Pas oublier où c'est magique. No te olvides que eres magia. Thank you. Welcome to Creatively Exposed. Today I have a Twitterverse guest here with me. Please tell the people who you are. What is your passion? What do you like to do? Tell us everything.
Well, my name is Gee. I am a part of Sinister Parent Company, which is a podcast basically a podcast company. I do several podcasts on there. I do Good Idea. I do Something Wonderful Right Away. I'm starting my own new podcast with the head of the company, Aiden. We have not decided what to call it yet, but we do know that it's going to be about ADHD.
Okay, that's pretty
I
nice.
think we're calling it. Sorry, I wasn't listening, which is something that people with ADHD say a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Is it to bring awareness?
Do what?
Is the podcast to bring awareness to ADHD?
It is. It's kind of an awareness / comedy podcast.
Okay, cool.
Just kind of it's awareness / comedy / support, I guess, because it's kind of to bring awareness to ADHD and the kind of things we face, but also to support people with ADHD and show them that what they're experiencing is not, isn't horrible and isn't like anything that other people aren't familiar with.
To normalize it, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also we're comedians, so we do comedic stuff with it too.
That's really, really cool. Is there something, because I know I cut you off through your idea, because
no, you're good.
It's just an interesting podcast. Was there anything else that you do with the network?
Not really within the network. I just kind of got started with them in August, I think. I applied for Something Wonderful Right Away when Aiden put like an application out and got it because he liked that I had told him that I was funny as hell.
Okay.
And
that's a win.
Yeah, I mean, it got me in, so, why not? And it's kind of just tumbled into all of this stuff from there, which I'm really enjoying because I've wanted to be, a professional podcaster for a while, but I also want to do, my stuff as well, but making money off of podcasting and being a part of this giant, like, entertainment culture is really, really cool to me.
It's pretty fascinating. Have you always been a comedian?
No, actually.
Okay.
Because professionally, I just graduated 2 years ago. I graduated college with a degree in psychology. Yes, and I'm currently applying for grad schools with another, like a more, I guess, insulated psychology degree. So I'm looking to be a therapist. I don't know exactly how my comedy is going to match up in that, but it's going to happen. I'm going to figure it out.
Okay. I mean, you have to have humor.
Yes, exactly. You do. You absolutely do. But really, even from a young age, I was never told, well, you're so funny. Like, I was just really never told that I was funny. My brothers were always the funny ones. I was, loud and obnoxious and goofy, but I was never like, oh my gosh, you're so funny. And so whenever I joined this network and they all started telling me how funny I am, it blew my mind. And it feels so great to be able to call myself a comedian because all of a sudden, all of these people are telling me, you're so dang funny. Like, you really, really need to keep doing this because people will enjoy it. And we've gotten feedback that says people actually do enjoy it. So it's really, it's satisfying to feel that for sure.
It's like you're on the right track of wherever you're going.
Yes.
Really, really cool. And the irony of being a therapist while being a comedian. I feel like there's a joke there, but I'll let you.
I'm sure there is, and I will figure all of them out as soon as I possibly can. Because I figured out pretty much any joke I can as soon as I can.
Okay. I really have to check out the show because the premises sound really interesting.
Yeah, they are super fun.
And it's not always that I've come across kind of like sketch shows or funny podcasts. It's usually like conversation or something a little more serious. So that could be a good
That's a lot of what I listen
alleviator.
to as well. Yeah.
Or like pop culture.
Right. Yeah, that is what I end up listening to a lot too. But then I actually listened to my first episode of Good Idea all the way through, and it was like the
Mm-hmm.
first episode of anything that I had listened to myself all the way
Uh-huh.
through. And so I was like, well, this is definitely good if I'm listening to it all the way through and ignoring the fact that I'm on it. So,
Right, right. Yeah, I think that's kind of how I felt when I first started. I'm like, oh,
hmm
I actually am not cringing. I think I can keep
right.
going now. And
Yeah,
so, do you always feel like you've been creative or consider yourself a creative?
definitely. Yes. I'm not just, like comedy and podcasting is not the beginning of the creative journey for me at all. I
Mm-hmm.
just from there's actually a story that my mom used to tell me that she would put me in the cart at the grocery store when I was like 2 or 3
Mm-hmm.
years old, and she'd push me through the grocery store while she was shopping, and I would just sing the whole time. And people would like poke
Okay.
their heads around the corners to see who was singing, and it was me.
Uh-huh.
And I just didn't care. I was just performing for whoever would listen. And then as I got older and could hold a pencil or
Mm-hmm.
a crayon or whatever, I started drawing, and I never
Mm-hmm.
put that down. And I started writing when I was about 10, and I never put that down. So it's just like
Mm-hmm.
it's an eclectic um
Yes.
just grouping of things that I do. So,
So multi-dimensional creative.
definitely. I think
And so,
podcasting
uh-huh.
is probably what I'm best at for sure.
Okay.
But I do enjoy doing everything else too.
So, do you write any kind of stories or anything on the side? Or do you just
A
create for
lot of
fun?
Yeah, it's mostly just for fun. I don't publish anything that I write. I just send it to my friends because it's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of it's fan fiction for our D&D game.
Okay.
Which sounds really goofy, and it is really goofy, but it's really specifically just for the four of us to
What
read and
is a
enjoy.
D&D?
Uh, Dungeons and Dragons.
Ah, got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Fan fiction for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Huh.
Specifically for our characters.
That is interesting. Because I have friends that
Yeah.
do play, so it makes
hmm
sense. It makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Huh. And so, what does creative really mean for you?
Um, I that's a difficult question.
Take your time.
I think honestly, it literally just taking anything and making something out of it. It could be woodworking, it could be drawing, it could be being a mathematician and creating,
Mhm.
solving new math problems that
Mhm.
nobody has ever solved before. You have
True.
to have a creative mind to do that.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think it's just making something new out of something else.
Completely, completely agree. And how did you find the shows and the network, and how did you exactly fall into it?
Um, you mean Sinister Parent Company?
Yeah.
So I am part of this group on Facebook